Okay, what we're gonna do, boys, I'm gonna add someone on Discord and I'll hop on a video call with someone and we'll see how they're doing on their self-improvement journey and we'll see if we can give them any advice. If you want to be on stream and you want me to put you through some self-improvement coaching, put your Discord name and I'll just like literally just copy and paste one person and add them. Okay, boys, give me some time to adjust to this technology. What do I need Sam. Can you hear me on the video call?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just give me like a minute, bro. I'm trying to figure out how to... Do you know by any chance, bro? Do you know how I can fix the stream? This is budget as fuck, bro. And then I'll just have like your... Like, I can't even see the stream. I'll just have... Boys, I can't even tell when they'll be able to see it. Just... Or maybe can you see the stream and you tell me when your face is on it? I'm trying to look at... I'm so fucking behind on this technology shit, bro. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Everything good? You can hear me? Fantastic. Luca, how's your self-improvement journey been, bro?
It's been quite amazing, actually. I started the self-improvement like this summer, and I've been putting a lot of research and I've been putting a lot of effort, and it's been actually amazing. Fitness-wise, have some efforts, like, you know, there's some nice results, and I'm actually happy.
Fantastic. What was your life
Also,
like beforehand?
You know, I was like depressed, unmotivated. I didn't have any energy. I was in a tough hole, you know. I didn't knew like how to even start. And you know, I also used to watch your videos in the past, but it was like, you know, you explained in one of your videos that, you know, people were like unmotivated, but they would like watch your videos, feel productive, but don't do anything. That's what I used to do for a long time. And at some point I just wanted to, like, you know, do something about it. I made a lot of changes.
It's interesting you say that you were stuck in a rut. You were watching my videos, you weren't taking action, but then you said you just made a change. What specifically was it where you went from just consuming the content and not really doing anything to actually starting to take some real action?
I remember like one of your videos when you said that just sit in your room, don't do anything, and stare like at a wall for some time. I decided to do that, and you know, like the boredom took place in like 2 minutes. And I'm like, you know, I have to do something because it was getting too much. If I did not do anything, I would just remain like this.
Amazing, man. So where are you up to now?
So like I'm trying to help people who really don't have nothing, like just like me, financially wise. I didn't have much like for the gym, for example, because here in Italy, gym costs a bit too much. So I decided to make home workouts like a routine. Decided to make a community for people like me and just help them with fitness-wise, diets, routine, all that. And I just finished like doing some researches about stuff.
I love that. What do you mean by the community? So like a Discord server or?
Yeah, it's a Discord server, yeah.
What's the link, bro?
Do you want it?
Yeah, man. Send it over. Loads of people have joined. Have you seen?
Jesus Christ.
Filling up, bro.
My God.
The Hamza effect.
Yeah, it looks like the server needs a little bit more work.
Quick, bro, before they infiltrate it. So in your own personal journey right now, is there something that you're a little bit struggling with?
Right now, I kind of struggle with, since I have to like remake my own routine because the colleges, like, you know, I have to go back to college soon. So I've been struggling with this new routine that I have to follow. But, you know, it's not much of a struggle. It just needs a little bit of more time, just a bit more dedication.
So what kind of routine? Like daily schedule?
Yeah, daily schedule. I decided to like follow your like advice to this, like make one. I even have like a on the wallpaper, like on the lock screen, how like my routine, so I can read.
That's not mine, man. I'm still living this shit, bro. You've made great progress so far. You've even become a little bit of a leader, and you're switching over a routine right now. And is it just a little bit of like optimization that's needed?
Yeah, because since I'm gonna be back in college, there's gonna be more mental struggle, you know, because there are like a lot of subjects. It's kind of more difficult. Plus that I'm in Italy for like 3 years. I'm a foreign student, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult and mentally exhausting. So I have to be more prepared for that.
I love that mindset, man. Like, you know, the hard times are coming and you're already getting ready for it. How old are you?
18.
You're miles ahead of where I was at 18, bro.
I appreciate it.
Well done, man, honestly. And taking the step that you have with the server as well, like you're displaying leadership right there. I feel proud of you for that.
Appreciate it. I'm actually, let's say, like proud of you as well, because you've done, actually without you, I would have not decided to even take changes, because there was like, I used to watch a lot of these, you know, like motivators and like, you know, YouTubers that were like not giving the same energy they used to do. And I think that you kind of helped me the most.
Thank you for saying that, man. I appreciate that, bro, and I appreciate you coming onto the call today. It takes some fucking confidence. I think we've got like, what, 3,000 guys watching this right now live. It takes some confidence to come up here, man.
I'm honestly like quite honored to be in front of everybody.
Is there a message you want to send out to the boys?
The only message I will give to everybody is to go for it, because personally I would rather to like, after like 5 years, you will look back at your life and you're gonna regret it, or you're gonna be happy with that you took the risk. Maybe it's not the greatest, but my English is not the best.
No, your English is fantastic, man. Thank you for coming up here today, bro. Take care of yourself, Luca.
Please, you too.
Bye-bye.
Yo, no way, man.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm like shocked. I'm sorry. Wait, I gotta mute the stream. I can't believe that I just joined the stream like 2 minutes ago, and I saw you are talking with someone, so I started spamming my Discord tag like everybody else.
What's your name, bro?
Boris.
Nice to meet you, Boris. How old are you, Boris?
I'm 15.
Why did it take you so long to answer that?
What?
Why did it? Like, you looked around, you were confused for a second, you were like,
No, because I'm always telling that I'm 16, because I'm gonna turn 16 on December.
So you're 15 years old. How long have you been on self-improvement for?
3 months.
And what's the difference of your life now compared to 3 months ago?
Yeah, I feel so much better, like with myself alone, because I had like not really good friends. We just met when we wanted to drink juice and do other things, and that was basically it. I was struggling because I've always had like anger issues. I was getting triggered very easily, and yeah, now it's so much better. But I'm still struggling with self-improvement.
What are you struggling with?
We've been consistent. I have 1 day a week, 2 days a week that I don't really want to do it, and I want to just stay in my bed till 10 a.m. and watch Netflix or something, because my parents still do this, and I see them watching and I will enjoy them. I have the book that you recommend. The title is in Polish, because I'm from Poland. Yeah, but I'm reading.
Okay, so you're struggling with consistency because you're doing a bunch of the right things, but then maybe every couple of days you end up just having like a bad day. You just want to lie around. You don't really want to do all the good habits anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And you said that happens, what, once, twice a week?
Yeah.
You know how common this is and how normal this is? Well, you've got to understand, Boris, like, you are already consistent, because we need to flip this around. Like, see, you have like almost a negative perception where it's like, oh, but I don't do the good things 1 or 2 days a week. We need to flip this around with so much happiness. Like, I do the good things 5 days a week. You should be with a massive smile on your face, be thinking, yeah, like 5 days a week right now. How many days a week were you doing the good things 3 months ago?
None. Literally none.
Think about how much progress you've made, man.
Yeah, that's true.
There's an author, I haven't read this book, but there is a book titled Measure the Gap, Not the Gain. No, measure the gain, not the gap. And the mindset, this book's getting like, or this saying or mindset, whatever it is getting really popular right now, where it's all about, if we've started from here, we need to be, and we are here now, we need to be looking at this distance here and be really happy for that. We shouldn't be here looking up to like where we want to be and kind of be unhappy about not being there just yet. We need to look at where we've come from and have that as our source of like inspiration, motivation, of like feeling good and thinking of how much like we've just, we've improved ourselves over the last few months, instead of thinking, oh, well, we're not absolutely perfect just yet. I think you're the kind of guy who you measure the gap of absolute excellence to where you are right now, instead of measuring the gain of where you are now from where you were a couple of months ago.
Yeah, that's true. I can agree with that. But I find happiness in it, and when I'm like doing like this in front of the mirror and I see that I'm much bigger than, I don't know, 3 months ago, because I also go constantly to the gym, I'm very likely to just say, oh, I'm good, I'm cool, I've improved, so I don't have to work that much. Instead of this, I prefer that mindset that I'm not done yet, and to feel this like anger to do more and to be more.
That anger is very valuable. So I call this the male aggression, and it's like we have this fighting spirit, and you're feeling it now. It's like you're able to tap into it. So did you have like some kind of anger before this, like before self-improvement, that maybe you were putting into something that wasn't like a good thing?
Yeah, I feel like I was kind of killing this anger because my dad was always very looking up to me, that hoping that I'm gonna be better and better, and he always expects the best from me, but he's not like very angry when I fail. And when I became like lazy, I just on the weekend could woke up at like 10 a.m., start playing Little League with my friend, didn't even take a shower and go to sleep. The whole day was like this. I was killing this mindset because I felt this anger, but I was killing it by just playing League and doing nothing. So yeah, I prefer to like embrace this mindset.
So do you feel like, you said consistency is like the struggle right now, do you think you have the right mindset with that? Your view of wanting it to be absolutely perfect right now, 7 good days per week, every week?
Yeah, because I have like the peace of mind that on the end of the week that, okay, those 5 days were great, but these 2 days could have been better.
I love that. You remind me of a guy that I used to coach about 1.5 years ago. And he was having like a similar, I wouldn't even call this an issue. This isn't an issue. This is more an area of improvement. So you're doing very, very well as a man on self-improvement. You just want to do a little bit better. And what I said to him was that, and you'll probably agree with this, Boris, you're not on self-improvement just for a couple of months. Like, you weren't planning to do all this for a couple of months and then, experience like a really good life and then quit, were you?
Yeah, but I've seen like a lot of TikToks when I had TikTok, because I've deleted, of course, as you said.
Come on.
And yeah, I've seen like a lot of motivation TikToks that said trust the process, and I'm trying to keep this in mind, that gratitude will be coming in the long time, and I gotta wait for it and work as hard as I can.
Absolutely. So this isn't to say that you should, go slower, because you're doing fantastic right now. But it's just to say to take like a very long-term view of this, to think, okay, you're 3 months into this, Boris. You're 3 months in, and you're doing 5 good days out of 7. That's phenomenal. And so just think to yourself, when you reach 7 good days out of 7, like, you've maximized, you're there, congratulations. And so if it's taken you 3 months to get to 5 good days, bro, if it takes you another couple of months to get the 6th day and another couple of months to get the 7th day, by the time you get to the 7th day, there's like, you've done so well that you just then need to maintain that level of like goodness, like, having 7 good days relative to where you are in life for the rest of your life. So like, you have the rest of your life to keep improving this. It's quite like the young guys, you want to make progress as fast as possible, and sometimes that can lead to quite like negative thoughts when you aren't absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I had it, like this thoughts, because I've had like before the self-improvement, before I saw your videos on YouTube, I've had like really bad moment in my life, in my family. I was always meant to be great. I was always said that I'm very intelligent, and that I'm good at sports and everything, and that I'm gonna do well in life. But there was a moment that I didn't, and I've had this peace of mind that I was angry on myself, that I'm not as good as I should be. Your videos taught me how to convert this anger into the motivation and into the fuel to do things.
How much progress do you feel like you've made? Like, what level are you up to now?
I haven't done a lot, but it's good. Absolutely what I have done. I have a lot more things to do. Like, I'm struggling with meditating constantly, because I meditate like 2-3 times a week, and I should do it every day, and it's just like 5 to 10 minutes on Medito, and that's it. But I can't like do it, so think that, okay, now go. And if I don't do it in the morning, it's hard. I feel like I've made a lot of physique progress, because I've weighed 54 kilos 4 months ago, and I started going to the gym, and now I weigh 62 kilos.
Nice, man. So you've been bulking.
Yeah.
Congratulations, that's some really good progress. So you said meditation, something you're struggling with. You meditate a couple times a week, and then something you said is interesting. If you don't meditate in your morning routine, you just don't really meditate for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Because it's hard for me to like just take out 10 minutes from my day and start meditating like this.
Why do you think that's hard?
I'm not used to it, and like I don't like to break doing something. I don't go to work, but I have like a lot of Legos to sell, and I'm selling them, and I'm helping in garden. I don't like to break the things in half like way to do it.
What do you mean by break the things in half?
Yeah, like in the half of the work, I stop it to meditate. I don't like doing this, like taking breaks in between.
Yeah, no, I get that, man. I feel very similar to you as well, because if I don't meditate my morning routine, then chances are I might not even meditate for the rest of the day. And so I found, at least for me, there's some other guys who can meditate at like nighttime or anything, but at least for me, I have to make sure I get that meditation session in straight after waking up. Maybe I'll wake up, have a shower, and I meditate after, like I have to. And it's very easy not to do the meditation, and it's also pretty easy to do it. So it's very interesting that there's this concept called the slight edge, which talks about things that are very easy to do but also easy not to do. So 5 minutes of meditation, it's not difficult to do, is it? Like you must have done it a bunch of times now. It's not hard to do it. It's just that sometimes we kind of get that thought in our brain when we're supposed to go meditate, and we're like, maybe later, or I'll just skip it today. And it's just that very small decision. But if you make that small decision the right way or the wrong way 100 times in a row, or over 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, then it results in such a big difference.
I've had the same problem with workouts in the beginning. It's just one workout, I can skip it, but I did it 3 times a week. Yeah, so basically it was 3 workouts out of 6. Right at the moment that you're before the decision, it's not a big deal. Yeah, but as you said, in long term, when you skip like a referred meditation session, yeah, it is a big deal.
So how did you stop skipping workouts?
I've maybe not met, but I've got better along with my friend that also goes to the gym. Every single day we saw together at each other at school. We have motivated each other, like, I hope you went to the gym, because if not, I'm gonna kick your ass, or something like this. Yeah, and we were like speeding up each other.
So I wonder how you can use the same thing but with meditation. Does that friend meditate?
I don't really know, like, I think he's not on self-improvement, because he's my classmate in school, but I've actually planned to tell him about you and show your videos to him. He could be the person that wouldn't say that, oh, it's cringe or something. I'm actually kind of scared that when I show up with all this thing that I'm on self-improvement, that I listen to Hamza, yeah, why don't you just play video games? I've actually had that situation, also struggling with social media. I'm trying not to use it, but I still have Snapchat and Instagram, and yeah, I've sent a photo on Snapchat, like, with this book, and still I'm reading. And my friend asked, what are you reading? And I've told his Daddy Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Why are you doing this? And I said, yeah, because I'm on self-improvement and it's interesting and I find it useful. Why don't you just play video games? He literally sent me the photo of him playing League of Legends and telling me that it's better, it's more fun. Like, yeah, and I was like, man, you're such a Jeffrey. Yeah.
I mean, no, he's not a bad person for playing video games, especially because you guys are very young. You're 15 years old. And when I make videos and I say like Jeffrey plays video games and you shouldn't play video games and everything, I'm generally speaking about men, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old. I played video games when I was your age as well. But at the same time, the fact that you've heavily reduced how much you play, and now you've just implemented more of the good habits like reading, meditation, exercise, your life is going to go like quite differently to the peers of yours who aren't really doing these things. So the guys who, for example, are eating like a lot of junk food, taking drugs, drinking, since you've taken a big step back from that, right now you won't see too much difference, because it really, like the slight edge concept, it really takes some time for the results to show. But if you just stay as consistent as you can, as you are, you're going to see such a big difference between yourself and these peers who maybe never stumble upon self-improvements, which I know it sounds kind of nice for you because you're going to make so much progress, but it is kind of sad to like leave our brothers behind. And this is why I really, really push for you to be speaking to these guys, and in the best way you can, try and see if they'll take self-improvement. Try and see if they'll, one other guy comes to the gym with you guys, or in the morning you have this one friend that you're accountable with. Try and tell him about meditation, and tell him, it's kind of like fitness, and you progressively overload it, you level it up, and you get stronger at meditating. And say it in a way that he might take it, and then suddenly you might have, right now you've got a fantastic accountability partner for fitness, and it's like you're training almost every single day. That's amazing as a 15-year-old. Imagine if you say something to him in the right way that he really gets into meditation, and now you come in the morning and say, okay, have you worked out today, and have you also meditated? If not, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, it's another thing that I was like scared of when I went on self-improvement, that I'm gonna be like the alien among all of the guys that are playing video games, eating junk food, and doing all the things, because it's not that bad.
Yeah, you know what, very true, man. I played video games about age 16, 17. So I played for so long through my teenage years, and it never really came into my mind that it was a bad habit, because I just didn't really know anything else to do. The only time I would somewhat think it was bad is if my parents kept on shouting at me, but we didn't really take them seriously. But it's only when you really hear from a gamer who then tells you it's bad, that's when you can really listen to them. Like when your parents tell you video games is bad, you can't even listen to them, because it's like they don't even play. But it's when a guy who plays video games, or when a guy who's just quit playing video games, who's kind of similar to you, then says, oh, I stopped playing video games, and now like my life is so good, now I go to the gym, now I get girls, now I've got time to study.
Yeah, that's actually true, because I've never listened to my parents that don't play that much, you've played all the day. I said, yeah, okay, like whatever. But yeah, that's true. I think the issue with the parents telling you to stop doing something is that they don't really have arguments. Like they rarely tell you why is this bad, and they mostly just tell you it's bad. It's bad. You're wasting your time.
I think that's because we as humans, we don't really learn. We imitate. So we don't learn from our parents. We imitate what they do, or we imitate from any kind of role model. And so at least for me, maybe for you, and for a lot of guys, like our parents tell us not to play video games, but then we see them watching TV for 6 hours a day. Like it's almost like we're imitating them watching TV by just us watching YouTube and playing video games. It's the same thing. But then when you see someone who's kind of like a role model to you quit playing video games, and then tell you, oh look at my life is so much better now since I quit playing video games. We really want to be like that guy. We want what he has, and so then we want to imitate it. That's why I think parents have never, like universally, every parent in the entire world who's tried to stop their children from playing games, I don't think a single one of them has ever been successful. Like they've always said to us, like, oh, you've been playing all day, and like you said, oh yeah, sure. Or sometimes your parents are more aggressive, and they'll take your computer or your PlayStation away from you. But we need to imitate our role model, and if our role model is watching TV all day, then we can't really, like, there's a level of like disrespect that we have for them, because why are they telling us to stop playing if they're watching all day?
Yeah, it's kind of hypocrite, it's this word. Yeah, that's true. When I, for example, told my friend that I started meditating and I quit video games, and I'm kinda role model to him, for him. Also, he's gonna have like this peace of mind that he don't wanna be worse, be behind me in this race.
So you've taken on the role as the role model now.
Yeah. Like I feel like we are both role models with my friend, because we inspire each other. I
think that's how you get consistent in meditation. You've already like told him that you meditate. Now he just needs to start. And as soon as he starts, and you can, or maybe even you just tell him, literally, I bet a friend like that, you could probably fully just tell him, like, how we help each other with the exercise, with the workout, we say, like, we hold each other accountable. What if you literally just ask him to hold you accountable with meditation as well? You'll always tell him the truth. You'll always be honest. Tell him to ask you if you've meditated every single day. And if not, you have to, like, give him $1.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Is that something you'd do?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Because I've actually wanted, when I've heard on one of the videos, like one guy told you that he has made a presentation of you in his school. I want to do the same, but then this like thought came to me of the reactions they're gonna say that it's cringe. Yeah, but I'm actually thankful for this friend, that I have him, and I feel like I really can tell him anything, and he'll see that it's really good, the self-improvement and everything, and he's not going to say that it's cringe or something.
You know, standing up in front of your class and doing a PowerPoint presentation of like, oh, why I watch Hamza, like, it is a little bit cringe, bro. So, do you know what I mean? But maybe what's better than that is just with the friend that you know is already somewhat on self-improvement. You know, he works out, maybe he's interested in meditation. Maybe find the video of mine that's really helped you, that is probably gonna help him too. Get the link and just share it with the one friend. That's probably a lot better, and because the thing is, you never want to be the guy who's preaching self-improvement to people who just don't care, don't want to listen. It's kind of like, imagine, like, are you religious?
No. Not really.
Have you had people trying to like kind of put their religion on you? Sometimes you go to like a shopping center and you know they're there.
I know.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel comfortable. Like we didn't really sign up for them to talk to us about the religion. Sometimes they knock on your door and it feels a little bit cringe. It feels a little bit awkward, because you should only really try to spread your message to someone who at least wants to listen, who at least has shown you some level of like interest. So the reason why a lot of people can sometimes find like, you know, self-improvement cringe is because if you try to put that message onto someone who doesn't care, who isn't interested, it's kind of like a violation of their own kind of safe space, and they don't want that, and we shouldn't even put them on like that. We should wait up until we very clearly see that someone is interested in this, and then just even say it in such a nice way, like, oh, you know, like I just saw this video on YouTube, I think you'll really like it, because me and you spoke about this one thing, and look, this YouTuber's talking about it.
Yeah, you have the point here. Yeah, it will be actually cringe. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna just conquer them one by one until all my classmates are gonna be on self-improvement.
There we go. That's what we want, bro. I appreciate you coming onto this call, man. Like I said to Luca, the guy who was on the call before you, like you're on a stream right now with like 3,000 guys watching. How does that feel?
Yeah, I don't really have it in mind. I just feel like, I feel like this is a personalized YouTube video. And I don't really feel like I'm talking to you. I feel like I'm just watching and asking my questions or giving you my opinion.
Is there anything you want to say? So there's a lot of people watching this. Is there any message that you want to say that you think might help someone?
Stay consistent or I'm gonna kick your ass.
Bro got my face then as well. Boris, I appreciate you coming onto the call today, man. Take care of yourself, Boris.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye-bye.